Hey guys, Dr. Corey here. We are going to cover a really important product called Crave Curb. And a lot of you are like, yes, finally something to help with my cravings. And cravings are one of the probably most common issues that we deal with when people are going through a weight management journey. And the reason for it is, so many people are like, I wish I had the willpower to not eat certain things. And it's so much more than just willpower. And what people don't realize, they're actually trying to go against biochemistry. And that is really, really challenging. So Crave Curb, was developed to kind of help bring in some tools or help assist individuals to get over cravings in a biochemistry fashion. All right. So when you look at this brain chart here, cravings stem from basically like dopamine and serotonin receptors, just like smoking, just like drinking, just like drug use. And over time, what happens to those receptors is they dole out. All right. So just like, someone that's addicted to drugs, they'll start eventually needing more and more drugs to get that initial or same high. Same thing happens with an obese person. We look at the brain diagram here. Sugar acts just like a drug to the same receptors. So over time, that individual starts needing more and more sugar to give them that like brain happiness or brain high. So Crave Curb was designed to really get at that problem and fix it as a foundational based product. Crave Curb is not a product that is, hey, I'm craving sugar right now, I'm going to take Crave Curb and it's gone. That's not necessarily what this is designed for. This is designed to take consistently over time to help get ahead of those cravings. So when you look at kind of three things or four things that it does, number one, it will help with healthy appetite, okay? So as you take Crave Curb consistently, you'll start to get a better, healthier appetite. Another thing is mood. You're going to see an increase of mood, all right? Because sometimes when people have like a low serotonin, lower dopamine, that's the reward hormone and that's the happy hormone. When you have a low production of those, you just are in a bad mood. Let's face it. You're not super happy. You're not chipper. And we see that with patients as they come into care. At first they're like, maybe not the most pleasant person to be around, but boy, once they start getting biochemistry to turn back on, they're so happy and they're such a joy to be with, all right? And your families experience that too. Another benefit would be blood flow to the brain, all right? So oxygen, blood and oxygen to the brain. Well, that just helps with that decrease of brain fog that a lot of people experience, and there's multiple causes for that. And then another one, which is really important, is the neurotransmitters. That goes back to the serotonin and dopamine. And we can test, OATS test is a great test for that, organic acid test, to kind of start measuring like where is serotonin production, where is dopamine. And that really will start kind of help people understand like why they have maybe the blues or why they have anxiety. All of those, disorders can be caused by lack of neurotransmitters. So this product is designed to not only help with cravings, but just to help build it, like I said, foundationally. So let's jump into the science behind it, okay? So a couple of minerals involved in Crave Curb when you look at the label. One is chromium, okay? And chromium is an awesome mineral. And what it does is helps with metabolism, blood sugar stabilization, insulin. I mean, it's really good. And chromium plus pyroxidine actually will help with production of serotonin and dopamine. So that's good. So it actually helps produce and assist in the production of making more of those happy hormones, okay? So when you naturally have more happy hormones, you're not relying on the foods to give you that happiness. Another couple of other herbal extracts in the formulation of Crave Curb. One would be 5-HTP, okay? So hydroxy butyrtryptophan. And what does that do? It's actually a precursor to serotonin, okay? So it helps promote more serotonin production, along with using the herbal extract or herbs of rhodiola, okay? So rhodiola rosea helps to actually make more serotonin as well. And it helps to negate some of the cortisol-based stuff, the stress hormone that a lot of people experience after that stressful day. So really two potent herbs right there that really help with maximization of hormones. You have some key amino acids that come into play, okay? So L-tyrosine, L-glutamine, and D-L-phenylalanine, okay? So those are all precursors to dopamine and GABA, okay? So now we've introduced a new thing. It's like, what's GABA, Dr. Corey? Well, GABA is a a neuroinhibitor that's made in your gut, usually naturally, okay? But when gut gets compromised, you just don't have it as much. Well, the GABA helps what I call calming down or quieting the monkey in the head. All you anxiety people are like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need. And it's that mind that can't shut off. It's that like nonstop thinking, you can't get it shut off. It's almost a worry aspect as well. Well, when everything's healthy, you have neurotransmitters produced in the body to help quiet that, okay, to help calm that. And this Crave Curb helps bring in GABA, okay? Our sleep product does as well to help kind of, soothe those people that wake up at 2 a.m. with all these great or maybe not great thoughts and keeps them up. Same thing, all right? So that GABA comes in and just really helps neuroinhibit or quiet that monkey in the brain. So you've got this beautiful blend, this beautiful mix of herbs to really help focus on, let's get the brain happy so those receptors you saw in that picture earlier can start flourishing, coming to life. Then you have happiness. Then you have joy. And as you're doing your workout and you're starting to love your journey, the dopamine comes from that, okay? Not the processed carbohydrate. And see why it's so important that we have to break that pattern if you want to get out of this. And like I said, so many times people on that journey almost quit too early because they feel like that fight, that affinity towards those foods that are giving them that serotonin and happiness is such a strong affinity that they give up too early. And we just want to make sure that doesn't happen. So for those that are struggling with cravings, that you feel like maybe it's uncontrollable, or just for people that are struggling with maybe some of the blues or the serotonin reduction and dopamine, this is a great product to bring in just to really help with that. And the side effect is you'll start to see you making better, easier food choices. So very good blend. I highly recommend it. I've personally taken this blend to kind of help me through that like sugar phase that I was in years ago. And it was a good blend to help me through that. So pick that up next time you're in and stay consistent with it, all right? That's the key. You can't expect it to work with I take it and I no longer need the food. It doesn't work that way. It's take it consistent, get the buildup, get the hormones regulated, and that will lead to success. So grab your Crave Curb and take it consistently.